Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to another episode of FTL's Advanced Edition. Here we are again with our Randomizers mod adventure. We have a randomized player ship. We're going to be fighting a randomized flagship at the end of this episode, and I am excited to get there because I have no idea what it's going to have in store for us, beyond the fact that we've been told what it's going to have in store for us. But that doesn't mean we're going to be ready for it when it happens. We've got a pretty decent crew here, pretty solid ship, all things considered. We have a ton of scrap to spend. We are in the Rebel stronghold, so we might get to fight that flagship more than once. So, let's see what happens. We're going to spend a bit of cash here before we go too much further, though. Power up our evasion to maximum level, so we're ready to dodge whatever they throw our way. We're going to hold on to the rest of our money for later, and let's get jumping. So, what do we find? We detect a rebel scout on an attack approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, but they're not firing yet. Well, obviously, we intervene to defend. The rebels respond to our threat.
I don't know who you are, but no one defies the rebel fleet.
They move in to engage. Alright, humans. Come at me, bro. Alright, there are 2 humans on board our ship, but we're not going to let that stand. Let's get our crew ready to receive them in the teleporter bay, and open the doors. Open the doors, thank you. We want to kill them as quickly as we can. That's a lot of lasers they got there, though, so let's see if we can't do anything about that. Looks like we can't. Our lasers are decent, but they're not that good. So, when this thing charges fully, we're probably going to activate a cloak cycle here, so let's just fire our lasers first. Can we get all the way through? Yes, we can, so we're going to fire an anti-bio beam over here as well. And we cloak now. There we go. They want to run for cover, which is fine by me. They can't rescue their crew, which is also fine by me. Only one of them went into the med bay, which is also fine by me. Unfortunately, our attacks didn't get in to break the med bay, which is not fine by me. I kind of want these guys to not be alive. Thankfully, they are suffocating in the med bay now, which means they're all running around trying to fix things. There's nobody on the helm, which means we should have a good chance of having our shots hit them. Really? We missed even though there was nobody on the helm. That is some bad luck right there. Because it should be entirely feasible for us to get through here. We just can't seem to get the timing just right. Thankfully, they're not doing a good job of combining their attacks either, so the odds of us getting hit are pretty low. There we go, that's what we need. Now we do this. There we go. Fry their health again. We could get in there and fight them, but if we get another anti-bio beam in, if we can't hit the medbay, that'll kill him as well. There we go. That's what we came here for. Alright, anti-bio beam's not ready, but now that they have no medbay, we can teleport in easily and murder the crew. Let's hop into weapons and kill this fine fellow. Goodbye there, sir. Now the rest of the crew might come to try and get us. Yeah, as the fire burns and they get weaker, they're going to abandon repairs on the medbay if they can't put it out fast enough. These guys are great shield trading for Fen here. There we go, there's a skill level up for Vivimord for combat skill. We're going to get in here before they fix the med bay so we can kill this guy without having to worry about it. We are going to cloak here just to make sure we're entirely safe from these guys. And there we go. With the crew dead, we quickly salvage what we can, getting 3 fuel, a missile, and 72 scrap, which turns into 79. And the outpost hails us. Those pompous bastards expected free service just because they defeated the Federation. Take this for the help, giving us 4 fuel and 54 more scrap, which turns into 59 more scrap. Some people say scrap recovery arms never pay for themselves. That one just gave us like 12 or 13 scrap on its own, which means they pay for themselves pretty quickly, actually. Especially in the late sectors. Early game, they're not always a great buy if you need your money for anything else, but in the late game, they come through quickly. Buy ourselves some more power to max out our engine defenses for the time being. Up to 51% evasion's real nice. And let's keep jumping around here. We got a whole lot of space to explore still. Let's see. I want to go this way. We'll probably work our way over here like this. We receive a message from a nearby rebel station.
You have a lot of guts passing through our space. I'll give you that.
He turns, giving an order.
Kill their crew. I want that ship intact.
Alright, well they're boarding us. Hello, boarders. We're gonna deal with you the only way we know how, via murder. So, let's vent out this building. They've boarded us with more people, from the sounds of it. Unfortunately, in our cloak, we're gonna have to move you out of here. But that's fine by me, because they're gonna start suffocating in no time, and they're not gonna have much they can do about it. They're trying to get into our O2, which I'm not super fond of, but that's not gonna work out too well for them, because we can vent that room as well, faster than they can do anything about it. They've got a Vulcan, though. kind of a scary thing. Hopefully we can knock that offline quickly, otherwise this is going to be real painful, isn't it? Alright, missiles is fired. We're going to immediately cloak to stop them from hitting us with the Lido missile, but more importantly to slow down the charge on the Vulcan while we deal with some of these boarders. They don't have a clone bay, so we can just board them to death if it comes down to it. Can you fight them off in there, Nick Me? For now, anyway? Alright, get out. You've done enough. They should die of suffocation now. There we go. They've all suffocated to death. Close the doors. Power up the O2. Turbocharge the O2 so we heal ourselves nice and quick. Fire on their weapons. Did not get through, but we can fry some of their crew. At least one of their crew, anyway. And we're going to power up the boarding system so we can jump now into their ship and murder them the old-fashioned way, before they get a chance to do a whole lot else to us. I probably should not have put them in the weapon system, since I was planning on using that to attack them, but I guess I shouldn't complain too much. Let's get you back in there, Nick Me, and we'll send Alex in to help do the repairs. Vulcan's spinning up still, but not to the point where it's dangerous yet. Bomb blows up in our engines, which isn't great, and we get hit by another missile as a result. But basically all of the crew is dead now, so we should be able to kill these guys before anything else too bad happens. Unfortunately, Vulcan is but one shot away from super speed. Vulcan is at super speed. Thankfully, they're dead. Now the ship has been emptied of hostiles, we search it, finding a prisoner who offers to join our crew, getting 31 scrap, and Williams the Engie, who is trained in both the helm and the engines. Interesting. Well, I'm not too complainy about having more survivability with more Engie on our crew. So, let's go do some repairs here, and then we will go on our merry way. For the time being, I think I'm going to stick Williams into the doors instead of putting our Mantis in there, so they can be ready to go at a moment's notice, and we'll just leave these two in the teleporter. Now, if it does come down to getting rid of somebody, who do we get rid of? Fen is trained in weapons, so we'll probably get rid of Nick Me if it comes right down to it. I don't like having Zoltan in the weapons, though. Who else could I train in other skills? We could put Ares in the shields, get rid of... Who do we have? Vivimord is already shield trained, so having that shield training doesn't matter. The engine training for Ares is the good thing, and he is very trained at it. I'm not sure who we're going to get rid of if we have to get rid of somebody. Because Vivimord is a highly trained shields unit. You know what? Vivimord might get his own ship. If it comes right down to it, Fen might get to keep the shield system. We might get rid of Vivimord, give them their own command. But we got plenty more ships to jump around, plenty more jumps rather to jump around to before it comes down to that. So let's explore a little bit more here and see what this galaxy has to throw at us next. Here we come across a rebel automated scout ship pursuing a civilian with weapons engaged. Let's help that civilian ship. We power up weapons and engage the automated ship. These guys have a fire drone, a combat drone, chain laser, and burst laser Mark II. Fairly interesting combination, but nothing too dangerous. Don't know why I powered this, because we can't use it. Doesn't really matter, though. Weapons at the ready. There we go. Let's fire on their weapons, just to make sure they can't hurt us. Never mind, we can't hit them. Thankfully, neither can they hit us very well. Alright. Keep training up that shield skill, though. Never mind. Our aim is insufficient for our needs. This is, I guess, good training for Fen, but it's not good for us actually being able to hurt these guys. Come on! We just cannot get anything to land here. Thankfully, our evasion is excellent, so we've been doing a good job of not getting hit, but still. There we go. I didn't mean to break all of their weapons, but I'll take it. Now, in theory, we could just sit here and let the drone level up our shields forever. But I'm not a big fan of doing that kind of grindiness, so what we're going to do is we're going to keep firing on them. We might not have much of a choice about letting them fire on us, though, if we can't actually hit them ever. They can't repair this damage, though, because of the breach that happened when the heavy laser hit. These guys have good evasion. We're going to aim for the helm instead, so if we can hit them, we can actually hit them again. Because apparently, they're real hard to actually connect with. And there we go. We had a shot, but we missed it. Come on now, game. Let us get some shots in here. Go, go, go. There we go. That's what we needed. Now they've got no helm, so we should be able to actually hit them. Fen's still gaining skill slowly. It takes a long time to level up the shield skill. There we go. Now their shields are taking a beat and set them on fire as well. It's always fun when airless drones take fire damage, but not today, it would appear. There we go. Now this auto-assault ship is just waiting to die. Goodbye, auto-assault. Nice try. Thanks for the experience. I'll take it. Ship breaks apart and we get 2 fuel, a drone part, and 29 scrap. When we contact the civilian ship, we find that they did not survive the assault. We take what we can from their remains, getting a fuel, a missile, and 26 more metal. Oh well. We tried to help them. We can get 1 more engine power here, but I'm going to hold on to my scrap for a little bit longer. Let's go check out this distress beacon and see what it has in store for us. We arrive to find a ship floating amongst some debris.
Hello. Our impulse drives are shot and we can't jump. Could you give us some fuel?
Sure, I got plenty. We give them the fuel and they... Please don't give us map data.
Thank you. Here, have this extra scrap as payment.
And they give us 71, which turns into 78 scrap. Awesome. That was a huge reward. I love those. And we're going to cycle around this way, I think, to the exit. I don't know if we can get across this gap, though, so I guess we'll probably go around this way instead. And we're in an asteroid field now. We arrive at an asteroid belt to discover that a rebel automated scout has been stationed here. Time for a fight. Okie doke. Combat drone, fire drone, Artemis missile, chain laser, burst laser, Mark 1. We'll be dodging that rocket then. Hopefully nothing else goes horribly wrong. We should get a chance to fire here right about the same time as they'll be firing their rocket, so let's just unleash upon them first, then... Why did I activate the battery? Activate the cloak. And we did hit the weapon system, that's good. 2 fires might be enough. Nah, that's fine though. Generally, if you're going to get anything out of your fires, it has to be starting in one place and spread to the other right as it goes out, because that way you get more actual firepower out of it. Fire, fire, and fire. Hey, there goes the missile. Alright, these guys are now sitting ducks. That could not have gone much better for us there. Not too worried about these guys anymore. Let's aim for the... You know what, let's just keep the weapons offline. Just to make sure they don't get a chance to bring anything else up. Looks like they've actually lost all of their weapons, which is unusual. Either that or they intentionally took power out. Ooh, they just lost a drone. I think they must have buffed their evasion all of a sudden, because it's hard to hit them now. We're going to aim for the helm, though, to make that evasion be irrelevant. And Fen just leveled up his evasion. Very nicely done. Well, we got a shot in with a rock. Not quite enough to do anything relevant, but we got through. I'd love to do some damage to these guys, because if we don't hit them again, they are going to get their systems back online. Yeah, there's a chain laser back up. They're doing repairs slowly. Come on now, ship. We need to get a lucky combination of asteroid hits and heavy laser hits. There we go. Now they've got no helm. Now we can deal with them as we please. So, let's make sure these guys don't have a chance to come back ever. There you go. That looks like it hurt. Down to 3 hull. You've lost most of your drone firepower, your weapon firepower. All you've got left is shields and no evasion. So let's make sure you lose some of those shields as well. That's better. You've got 1 hull left. I'm sure you're not too happy about that now, are you, drone? You don't get much of a say in the matter, though, after all. Goodbye, auto-assault. Thank you for the shield skill. Fen is very grateful. Ship explodes, even behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material, giving us 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 48 scrap. Let's get jumping and see what else we can find around here, because I'm sure there is a rebel flagship hiding somewhere nearby. There's a small planet nearby with scattered settlements. A small rebel fleet is in orbit with many ships ferrying back and forth. It must be a more recently liberated planet. Lovely. Rebels at play. Well, we have a good number of jumps left. I might actually head over here, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And we should have plenty of time for that. So let's jump over this direction and make sure we don't lose too many jumps in this sector. Hello, Pulsar. That wasn't a great choice, was it? We arrive at an infrequently used beacon close to a Pulsar. Before long, a rebel ship happens to jump nearby. Looks like we'll have to fight. This is a nasty ship. Holy cow, okay. They're going to be boarding us. They got breach missiles and Leto missiles and all kinds of missiles, and basically they're nasty, nasty folks. So let's get out of here quickly and get our crew in there. We should be able to beat these guys in single combat, plus we have the ability to always switch things around if necessary. Let's try and knock those breach missiles offline, though, if we can. Nope, that's a big miss right there. Thankfully, if it does actually fire, we can just dodge it with our cloak, unless our cloak gets knocked offline right now, which would not be good. So you know what? We're going to cloak. I don't want to cloak right now, though. It doesn't do any good if we cloak right now. Okay, Cloak did not get knocked out. They just fired the big missile. That's the important thing. All we lost there was our backup battery and our shield. That's not bad. Here it comes. That's the little one. Did they not fire the big one? I don't know if they did or not now. I thought they fired it earlier, but now I'm not sure. Now I'm kind of concerned. Where's the big one? I don't want to cloak unless we're dodging the big missile. Thankfully it missed us anyway, so I don't have to worry about it. Let's fire on their shields, because they're weakened. There's the big missile. That's what I was worried about. Alright, anti-bio beam. You're going to kill this crew for me. Thank you. We are going to move you two here, and we are going to cloak for our own safety. There we go. That's what we like to see. Alright. So now we can freely charge up our gear again. They did just knock our shields all the way offline again, but that doesn't matter because they were offline before anyway. We are going to board them. They've lost their medbay temporarily, which is awesome for us. We're going to teleport on board their ship. Wait, I didn't teleport the Mantis, I put the NG in instead. That was real dumb. Okay. Somehow I managed to grab the wrong person and put them over there. That's going to be a problem. You two, get out of there. They've got their medbay back online as well. That was silly of me. Let's smash some of their systems and see if they'll go try and fix those instead. If you fire a charge laser at their medbay, will they leave you alone to go fix it? No? Okay. Let's move you over here then. Let's fire a burst laser into the shield, see if they'll stay and fix that. One of them will. That makes this a little bit more reasonable for us to actually stop them. They did just fire another Lido missile at us, but I'm not too worried about that. Might hit us anyway. Nope, dodged. Very nice. Alright, that's one human less. Very good. We do have our teleporter back up right now, so what we're going to do is we're going to teleport our Mantis in as well. There we go. That'll give us the firepower we need to take these guys out. They're never going to get to fire that rocket again. That is a dead enemy crew, and we got exactly what we needed. Perfect, another Mantis. Now their ship has been emptied of hostiles. We search it, finding a prisoner who offers to join our crew in the form of 33 scrap, Schultz of the Mantis. Excellent, but we're going to have to choose someone to get rid of. This is what I was worried about. I don't know who to get rid of. Because right now, we have a bunch of humans, and the humans are probably most likely to be chosen to get rid of. But if we get rid of one, who replaces them? Vivimord could go replace one of them, but he's got no training in any of these things. But if I were to replace one of the humans, it would probably be better to get rid of our weapons human. Because Nickme here doesn't, we train our weapons real fast. Whereas Vivimord gives us that slug telepathic ability and is immune to mind control, which is real nice. So I don't think I actually want to get rid of one of the other races. I don't want to get rid of him and save one of our humans. Ares has high engine skill, and I like having that high evasion at all times. I'm okay with losing a little bit of weapons charge here while we wait. So I think we're going to dismiss Nickme to take in Schultz. Vivimord is going to take over the weapons, and we'll go from there. So Nickme, you have just earned yourself a slightly damaged rebel fighter. Congratulations, I hope you enjoy it. Your time with us is through. Goodbye. Alright. So, let us teleport our crew back home once we eventually get that system back online again. We are going to send Schultz over here. He's going to take over boarding duties with Atreyu. Come on, teleport. I should have put more power in there. I don't know why I didn't. I've got plenty of power to spare, and I just didn't bother putting any. 5 ionization damage! That's crazy bad. Wow. Alright, teleport these guys back on board our ship. Thank you very much. We are going to send crew back to stations. There we go. Interesting that, oh, Atreyu is still saved on the doors. That's interesting. Okay, we're going to relocate our save positions. Save new positions. Man, that ion is vicious. We're going to try and get some of our shields back before we leave, because I'd love to have at least a little bit of shield power going into the next sector. It's never very comfortable going in with nothing, but they are really hitting us with these ion pulses frequently. I don't think it's going to work. Okay, we only took an increase of 1 that time. We can actually afford to wait for it and get out now. Seriously though, that ion is nasty stuff. Alright, time for us to leave. I'd love to stay and wait a little bit longer before we go. How many jumps do we have left here? A couple. Might be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see though. We're just going to jump over here and get out safely. We arrive at a populated sector. One merchant seems to be mass broadcasting a request for a mercenary ship to aid him. We can respond, but we're probably not going to be able to help this guy. Great! I was worried no one would respond.
My usual carrier is days late. I need you to deliver this cargo of drone parts to a small station a few jumps from here. We can't afford to pay another carrier, but they'll surely tip you generously.
Okay, we'll take it. It gives us 5 drone parts, and... quest beacon's over there. Sorry, your delivery is not going through, sir. Let's keep going. We gotta make sure we get there and there out. We're gonna lose some jumps in this beacon, but that's partly just because of the design of the beacon. But I can do some upgrades before we do that. We have ourselves 287 scrap to spend, which is awesome. Our weapons are kind of weak, but our strength right now is in our boarding and the ability to wreck the enemy crew, so it's not such a big deal. We may want to grab max engines, because that's always nice to have. What else do we want to grab? Maybe max clone bay, just to give us faster regeneration if we need it. Maybe another bar of weapons, just to make sure we have that buffer. We'll grab one more bar on crew teleporter, and we'll save the rest of our money for now. Just in case one of these happens to be a store anyway, we don't want to miss the opportunity to buy something good. We don't really need these upgrades. This beacon is being patrolled by an unmanned scout. A fight is unavoidable. Hello, lasers. Okay, that's dangerous looking. Thankfully, we've got plenty of power to spare. Don't need to have any power in our teleporter right now, so we can have everything. Oh, you, sir, are a butt. You're hacking our weapons. Thankfully, they're all pretty quick charging, so I'm not too worried, but that is still pretty annoying. Alright, what kind of bomb do you have? That's the other question. It is a small bomb, and it's gone straight for our engines. Ow. Alright, get you back in there. You're going to come in and help fix this. So, we should be able to fire on them before too long here, now that we actually have a weapon charged up. This is going to make this battle take forever. We are actually going to be a little bit at risk here. Okay, they've got high evasion as well. Thankfully, they missed that one, which is nice. Lots of lasers coming our way, but overall their aim isn't great. I'm expecting to be hacked before... Yep. Just say before the next weapon charge happens. Does it decharge a charge laser? It does not. That's an interesting thing. The charges stay charged. Okay, so let's recharge these suckers and get ready to hit them again. I do like how much they've been missing us, though. That 55% evasion is really good. I used to scorn it. I used to didn't think it was necessary, but it is so powerful. So powerful. Keep leveling yourself up, Fen. You're doing good work here, sir. Alright. And there goes the hack again, right as I'm about to fire, of course. Will deal, though. Will deal. Just slows us down. How many times have to be hit? Like 28 more? Jeez. I could just drop our evasion. Train it up here while we wait. It's not like we're actually doing anything unreasonable here. Turn it off completely, why not? Get us that shield skill while we try and kill these guys. Our aim is atrocious, though, holy cow. So, this is one heck of a slow fight. I may need to turn the evasion back up now that they've got these other weapons online, so let's boost that back up again, thank you kindly. Don't feel like getting hit by bombs, while I don't mind getting hit by these single lasers. This is real slow. I should probably aim for the helm instead of constantly aiming for their weapons, but I like keeping them disabled, what can I say? There we go. Unfortunately, the bomb is the one that's still online, but at least this is breached now, so they won't be able to fix it again later. Small bomb comes in and is a miss. I'm not too worried about the small bomb either by itself. It's irritating, but it's not really going to be able to do anything significant to us, so we should aim for the helm next to make sure we can actually hit them if we can get one shot in. There's a miss, very nice. Alright, Operation Take Out That Evasion is go. Unfortunately, our first salvo was a complete failure. We'll wait for another charge. We might be able to get this charge off before they hack us. Nope, there it goes. Thankfully, they've been missing a lot of these bombs. They're going to run out eventually, and then they're not going to have many options left. Oh, you butt, you hacker. We'll get another charge ready and hit you today again. Another missed small bomb salvo, I like it. There we go, there we go. Unfortunately, they had level 3 helm, so it's going to take another hit to actually knock out their evasion. That had no effect on it whatsoever, I don't think. Actually, that's not true. Since it's a robot-controlled ship, that may have actually reduced their evasion pretty significantly. Since there's nobody on the helm, they no longer have the power of the full quality of their evasion. We'll see, though. We'll get another shot ready. I'm not quite sure if that's how these guys work, and I get the feeling it's not. Oh, we missed our heavy shot there. That would have been nice if it got through, but unfortunately it didn't. This is a real slow battle. A real slow battle. I cannot wait to hit this thing again so they can't dodge everything we throw at them every... Oh, you butts. You hacked me right before I could follow up with a heavy laser, so I didn't get to actually fire the whole salvo there. Not that it would have mattered, because the 4 shots that we fired didn't get through their 3 shields. This is definitely a problem, though. If this was a human ship, it wouldn't be so bad. We could board them and use the anti-bio beam during those instances where we get their shields down, but not enough to hurt them to kill the crew quicker. But, as it stands, we can't do that because there's no crew on here. And they repaired that by 1, so it's back up to level 2 again. So it's back down to level 1 again. So now we can't destroy it outright this turn. We have to wait for another hit to get through before we can damage it. We could just leave, but there might be some nice rewards from killing them, so I'm hesitant to do so. The hacking is what's making this real slow, though, because it means we can only attack about once in the time we can normally attack 3 times. Burst laser, charge laser, heavy laser. Did we just shoot a laser or something? Okay, now they're in trouble. Now they have no dodge. Now we should be able to take them to pieces. So, took long enough for us to get that helm down, and of course they immediately hack us, so they get more time to mess around while we try and very, very slowly take shots at them. Let's recharge those weapons, and we can maybe one day shoot them. But now they won't be able to dodge. We'll be able to knock down more of those shields, so they'll be a lot easier to hit again in future. That's more like it. They've got 1 hull left, only 1 bar of shields. They've got no ability to dodge. This took long enough. We can kill them as soon as one of our 2-shot weapons is ready to fire. And we got him. Perfect. Auto hacker taken down. That was an annoying fight. Ship explodes, leaving behind 2 fuel, 1 missile, and 63 scrap. Alright, we'll take it. There's a store over there, but we don't have enough time to head over there, and I don't think we can get to the exit from there anyway, so we're gonna jump to this beacon and then get out of here. What do we got here? We come across a rebel automated scout ship pursuing a civilian ship with weapons engaged. Good, it's another scout. Blah. This is why I don't like going to the rebel areas, because there's a lot of these guys here. And we never did find the stronghold either. Let's aid the civilian ship. We power up our weapons and engage the automated ship. Another hacker. Oh no. Come on! You can't hit our weapons again. Also, this guy's much more dangerous. With a charge ion, halberd beam, and a bomb, they could be much more directly hazardous to our health. Thankfully, they can't get through our shields right now. Oh, hello. That's a firebomb right there. That's not cool. I don't want to vent this room right now because our Rockman's in it. Thankfully, we have level 2 helms. We should be okay for a little bit longer. But I don't like the look of this. Let's see if we can't knock this system down. Nope. Look at those misses. Didn't matter what we aimed at because nothing of those hit anyway. Alright, Rockman, put those fires out. Let's get you an NG support in there, because we want to make sure we do not lose our helm at any costs. And there's another system that's on fire now, and Fen has been badly burned. NG, get in there and help with the fires. Fen, you gotta be careful, dude. You can't survive these kinds of attacks. Get out of there. Alright, now you can go back in. It's no longer burning. Those firebombs are uncannily accurate, which I do not like. Let's fire again on the weapons. We gotta take some of this firepower out. We can't hit them. I hate these fights where we just cannot connect with anything. Thankfully, their firebomb missed that time, which is a nice change. Alright, let's see if we can actually get some shots to connect here before we get blasted again. Let's fire on the weapons. There we go. Okay, the ion is down, so the odds of them being able to kill us now is very low, because they'd have to hit all of their chain ions to do anything. Firebomb is another miss. I'm glad to see that. Fan, dude, you got so beat up there. I'd love to be able to hit some of their other systems, so we're going to go for the helm now, to hopefully knock out their ability to dodge us. And we missed. And there's another fire for us to deal with. Ares, get out of there. Ugh, the explosion hurts so bad. Alright, crew, get in there. You're going to need to do some repairs. We're also going to send Williams down to help, even though that does mean we lose some of the fire containment, but it does mean we'll be able to actually put these fires out quicker, which means our crew shouldn't die. We do have our clone bay around, so if people are in trouble, we should be able to deal with it, but hopefully we don't need to. This has been a brutal fight for our crew. Just because we can't make these hits connect, and they've had really good aim with those bombs. Let us fire weapons at the helm again, because this is what I want to knock out. There we go, and we didn't destroy it. It also has 3 levels of helm. Lovely. Well, one more salvo will hopefully be enough. When that bomb is charged, we're probably going to dodge. Never mind, all those shots missed again. One of these days we'll get successful hits, subsequent successful hits enough to knock out their evasion, just like the last enemy. This is not cool, game. This is why we don't like your sectors, because you like to throw this kind of junk at us. Alright. Burst laser, charge laser, heavy laser. There we go. Now they have no helm. Now we should be able to actually hurt them here quickly. So, next shot's going in the shield, so we can hopefully keep them from actually getting so hard to hit, and then they should be a lot easier pickings. Please, firebomb, don't kill anybody. Thank you for hitting our Rockman again, you butthead. Alright, let's get some more repairs going on here. They've had really good aim with that firebomb, I swear. Really good, uncannily good aim. And one of our shots missed because they managed to repair their helm while we were waiting to attack them again because of their stinking hacking. And all their weapons are back online. This is a nightmare battle. Like, actually, nightmarishly slow. Alright, let's fire on the helm again. We need to make sure they cannot dodge us. There we go. They've hacked us again, which is inconvenient, but isn't the end of the world. Our crew is pretty badly hurt. We have a cloak ready to dodge the next firebomb, though, so that's something. Oh, I did it too early. That was silly. I don't know why I clicked on that just there. We could have dodged both of these attacks quite nicely, but instead we're going to get hit by both of them. Thankfully, we should be able to instantly kill them, so let's just fire these things. Goodbye, auto-hacker. Get out of here, you butt. So, the ship breaks apart. We only get 1 fuel, 2 missiles, and 29 scrap out of them, which is terrible, and we hasten to contact the civilian ship. When we do, they ran away. Wow, what cowards. That was a terrible reward for such an awfully long battle. Alright, let's max out our cloak, or rather our clone base, so we get the most health back from each jump, because we need some right now. And check out this exit beacon. We've arrived at a long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, we can jump to the next sector. Here we find a small platform orbits near this beacon. It looks like a fueling station of some sort and is cheerily broadcasting reasonable prices in a spectrum of frequencies and languages. We've got max-level doors, I don't think? No, we don't. Ooh. Let's dock with the refueling platform anyway, see what happens. We dock and signal the fuel station staff to begin refueling. We have blast doors. I thought it was only 2 levels. So let's seal our blast doors. We can never be too careful when docked. Pirates hidden on the station are confounded by our security locks, turning an attempted ambush into a fish-in-the-barrel firefight. We take control of the station and take its fuel reserves, getting 5 fuel back for ourselves. Awesome. Let's get out of here. Next sector it is. The last stand. This is where things might get crazy. They might get crazy. So, we arrive at an outpost close to the Federation base. Our access codes get us past initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying,
"What is the meaning of this? Who are you?"
We explain our mission. Our explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief amongst the officers. General Turzel of the NG Brigade speaks up. "Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none." We explain the weakness of the enemy fleet, their old flagship, and Tully responds, saying,
"It's settled then. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments. We will do what we can to hold off their warships, but you must succeed in destroying this flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs and fuel, and the other repair stations can provide aid as well. Good luck."
Gets us 10 repair points and 10 more fuel. But we don't get to check our data again. That's interesting. We don't get to get a last-minute check on what the flagship has. So, let's get going. We don't have a whole lot of options here. Base is way over there, though, so we got a lot of time. Let's go check out this store and see what we can get here. We find ourselves surrounded by a group of mysterious alien vessels. They hail us and apparently have some valuable technology for sale. Long-range sensors, explosive replicator, shield charge booster. Heavy laser, hull beam, flak 2. Ooh. 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 That could be real nice. How do we want to do this? We could buy a system, we could buy weapons, we could buy a shield charge booster. I think I'm going to buy the shield charge booster. I'm going to sell the scrap recovery arm here and the charge ion. Shield charge booster is nice because it gets us that extra 15% shield recharge speed, so we're less likely to get hit by things. But what else would we want to buy here? Other things for sale are the flak 2. We'll need to upgrade our weapons to be able to use it, though, because right now we don't have enough levels. I could turn off the anti-bio beam, and I guess I could swap out something like the charge laser for it, so we'd have more ability to fire all these things together. Hacking is always nice. We could buy both of these together, but then we wouldn't be able to afford to really upgrade the weapon system, which I don't like too much. If we buy hacking, we also can't afford to upgrade it very much, but hacking is really good against the flagship. Because on the other hand, we could buy just hacking and then upgrade it. That would cost us 175 scrap to just buy and upgrade this one system. I don't know, this is a tricky situation, because there's a bunch of really nice things here. A Flak 2 would be a great way to augment our firepower, since we're having a hard time getting through shields, and that's going to be a real problem on the flagship. So we're going to buy this, because we need it. We can kill the flagship crew, but we may need to be able to give some support firepower, so we need the Flak 2. I don't think we're going to buy hacking, as interesting as it might be. We are going to buy the shield charge booster, just for that extra boost of protection. We're going to switch this for possibly the charge laser. I like the heavy laser. It's cheap for power. So is the heavy laser charger, though. We could switch out the burst laser Mark 1 instead. This also takes 2 power, so it's a better exchange. Same number of shots. This weapon is not as good, and we only need to upgrade the weapon system once to use the Flak 2. That's probably a much better decision. We can also sell the burst laser 1, which gives us more scrap. That's probably really good. Because this still gives us about the same amount of firepower. We have the anti-bio beam if we want it. We only have to increase the power by 1 to use all this stuff. Let's do that. We'll sell the burst laser 1. We'll keep this stuff. We're going to max out our repairs. We have 104 scrap to spend, so we could buy something if we want, but let's just take a look here. How much does it cost us to yeah, it's 90, that's what I thought. So that's actually perfect. That gives us just enough scrap to buy all the repairs and upgrades and things we need to get all of our systems online. Now the Flak 2 is way slower, which is not great, but this does give us the ability to actually get through the enemy's shields, which we couldn't really do before, especially if they had any kind of actual dodge chance. With the 7 shots we're firing here, we should almost certainly be able to get through. So that's good. It'll take a little bit of practice to get the new timings right, though. Let's jump around, though, and see what else we can do around here. We got a long way to go before we get to the base, so let's see what happens. As soon as we arrive at the beacon, Rebel Scout turns to engage. Power up the weapons. This is perfect. These guys have no shields, so we can fry them as we please. They do have a lot of ions coming our way, though, which isn't great for us. Probably should aim for the helm first here, but you know what? We're going to take it the easy way. Let's just cloak here for a bit while we wait for our flak to charge up. Goodbye, weapons. Flak, go! Bronk. Lots of misses there, but that's fine. We have a lot of firepower to throw at these guys. It looks like an ion bomb to me, but we're never going to find out because they're never going to get a chance to fire the thing. Fen never did max out his shield skill, which is unfortunate, but at least we get some power out of it. Alrighty. Fire the flak. There we go. Goodbye, Auto Scout. Nice try. Ship explodes even behind 2 fuel, a missile, and 48 scrap. Excellent. So, there may be all kinds of nasties ahead waiting for us, but until we get there, there's no way for us to know, so let's just keep going and hope for the best. We recognize this ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails us and offers us laborers for cheap. Well, we're just going to attack the slaver scum. Hello, Instant Cloak. 2 of us can play that game, you silly person. I cannot wait for you to fire something at me, because I'm just going to dodge out of here. Now, we could try and board them, but they have a med bay and a bunch of crew. Most of them are NG, so they're not that dangerous individually, but the fact is they got a lot of them. I think we're probably going to need to power up our backup battery with the remaining scraps, so we can get 4 power out of it instead of 2, and that'll be much more effective. But let's just see what happens here. Dodging time. That was not the right button. I do that a lot, don't I? I didn't put the power in here either when I tried to. Whoops! Alright, that's fine. We'll just cloak out with 2 powers of cloak. We'll be fine. For some reason I keep thinking this is the cloak button. I don't know why. It's a bad habit for sure, though. Alright, let's take these guys down. Fire the flak in there. We're gonna knock out some of their guns. Oh! Oh, you jerks. Your cloak just happens to be ready right when we are. Alright. I see how it is. Flak 2 does not time well with this cloak. We'll have to be ready for that. Firebomb comes in and thankfully misses us completely. That's good to see. We're going to lose our backup power, but we weren't using it anyway since I didn't mean to push the button at all. We are going to need to be ready to dodge this salvo, though. This laser and bomb combo is going to be ready again at the same time. However, so is our firepower, so we're going to fire on them as well. And cloak. There we go. And I did it again. They cloaked right when we did. I gotta remember that we should not fire this thing until after they cloak again, because we're gonna waste our shots otherwise. I could just board them and try and fight them, but if we get into a nasty spot here, I don't want our crew to die. I should turn the O2 back on. That would help. Talking about not wanting our crew to die. Okay, what we're going to do, though, is we're going to turbocharge our teleporter. We're going to send some crew over there on a fast recovery. And try and murder some crew over there. Because I'd love to be able to take these guys out. But then again, they also have that teleporter. And if we get in there and they can't get out in time, that would be a death sentence. I don't know. I'm hesitant to waste them. Plus, we do have the clone base, so they'd come back anyway. But I still don't like the idea of it. I don't know. Worries me. It worries me unduly. Alright, they've cloaked, like I expected. Now we wait. They're waiting to alpha strike us. There it goes. Alright, now we fire. That's what we want to see. There's some hits. They didn't do any damage to us, which is great. We knocked out a bunch of their weapons and their engines, apparently, somehow. Now we have our shields back up, so the halberd beam is irrelevant. Next shot needs to go into their med bay, and then we're going to board them. If we can get them a nice solid hit here, we don't need to worry too much about it. They're going to repair this stuff in no time, but some of their crew are weakened now, which is something nice. Firebomb incoming. I think I'm just going to dodge this so we don't have to deal with any more fires on board ship. I should turn the O2 back on, though. Let's power up the emergency battery to quickly turbocharge that. We're going to fire again and see if we can't take this out. They shouldn't be about to cloak now this time. They did. I gotta stop doing that. Every time. I should just be patient. Because now they're gonna heal and it makes it like it was nothing. I gotta be more patient. I just want to beat these guys, you know, and move on, but the game does not want to let me. They're determined to put up as long and drawn out of a fight as possible. Firebomb, please miss. Thank you. You must be running out of bombs soon, you know. We are not gonna attack them because they're gonna cloak now. That stinking cloak timer is just the worst. Alright, so now we're gonna fire on them. So, let's flak them. Charge laser. Heavy laser. Good. System down. Teleport in, crew. We're gonna teleport you with everything we have to muster here. Cloak out to dodge the firebomb. Send us into the med bay. And we should be able to murder some crew in here and then get out alive. They don't have any powered up doors at the moment, so we don't have to worry about that being a problem. I am going to cycle our crew here quickly, though, so we don't have to deal with low health on a single target being a major problem. I'd love to anti-bio beam them, but I completely forgot. Alright, these two are dead. They're going to try and attack us again soon, but we should be able to deal with them when that time comes. There we go, more people coming in. That Zoltan's a problem, but we should be able to kill them outright, in fact. Firebomb's coming in, we're low on air again. We have the ability to emergency evacuate whenever necessary. Let us fire like this. We go flak. Charge laser, heavy laser. And they try and surrender, offering us a slave as tribute. They say that if we destroy us, they'll all die anyway. But we don't need more crew right now. Surrender is not an option, you fools. Alright, now unfortunately, the Zoltan is moving, but what I want to do here is fire this beam right down this way. Uh-oh. We're going to jump out of here, otherwise we might die. No, we were okay. I probably should not have jumped there. But that was my own fault. I saw the beam coming towards my own crew, and it's like, I do not want to kill my own crew, of all things. Unfortunately, I took all the power out here, so we can't jump back in 10 seconds. You have to wait the full 20. Definitely not my best strategic timing, but we'll deal. They have no helm left, so we can easily smash them one more time here to break that med bay so they don't get a chance to heal. Goodbye there, Engie. Nice try. Now we can teleport back in as we please, as they have a breach in there. It's going to make their lives more difficult. Let's just quickly send Alex to go fix the O2. Probably should have dodged that bomb, but you know what? I guess you can't do everything. They've cloaked out, but that's fine. That gives us more time to recharge our teleporter, and I'm not too worried about their attacks at the moment. Halberd beam could be a problem, but we'll see. We're going to teleport into their recently repaired medbay, murder the remaining crew, and get out like a bandit. Let's power everything back up here just to make sure everything is good. We'll dodge that one, thank you very much. And murder the remaining crew. Not our smoothest operation, but it worked. It appears the slaves did not survive the fighting. We find their burnt bodies in the hold, but before we strip the ship we hear faint noises in the walls. We break off a latch and a slave falls out of a hidden compartment, coughing. Once recomposed, the slave offers to join our crew, giving us 3 fuel, 1 drone part, 85 scrap, which is huge, and Willow the Mantis. Sorry Willow, if you are weapons trained, I would give Schultz this ship and move on, but we don't need you. You can have this pirate assault ship. It's in great shape. Just spend a bit of time fixing up your helm and you'll be fine. Enjoy your new ship, Willow. Alright, let's teleport our crew out of there. Lovely. So, we are pretty much good to go here. With 147 scrap, what we're going to do is power up our backup battery again, just to make sure that we can use it for 4 power instead of just 2 if we need it. And with that said, I think we're just going to move on. We've almost maxed out this little ship. It's not as high level as it could potentially be, but it's pretty darn powerful. Let's jump over here and see what this beacon has in store for us, though. We detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. Oh good. Let's intervene to defend the outpost. Detecting the higher threat, the automated ship moves in to engage us. Oh good. At least it hacked our cloak this time instead of our weapons. So it does have a big missile launcher on board, which is not cool, but we should be okay to survive everything else. So as long as our cloak is ready to go whenever they actually aim to hit us with it, we should be fine. Our flak isn't quite ready yet, so it doesn't do us any good to fire anything else yet. Just dodge now to make sure the missile doesn't hit us. Thank you kindly. And we can finish charging our flak in peace. We don't have stealth weapons, so this could be a little bit more efficient, but we're just going to fire on them here. There's a hit. We knocked out the wrong weapon, though, unfortunately. Hermes missile, or rather what the, yeah, Hermes, I think is what this is. Should have a good chance to hit us this time, but there's not much we can do about that, especially because they've hacked our cloak while it's already recharging. Please miss. Yeah! I love our dodging ability. It's so good. Let's just power this sucker up here. We don't need all this power, but we'll stick it into systems anyway. Make sure we don't run out of O2. Fire the flak again. Lasers, lasers. So many misses, and of course, the missile's still online. It's gonna hack us right when it fires too, isn't it? Come on. Okay, good, we dodged it. That's all I wanted, that's all I wanted. We're gonna make sure this missile does not get a chance to fire again if at all possible by flacking the heck out of it. Fire, fire. There we go, that's what we wanted to see. Full destruction of that system. We got a bit of damage on the hack as well, so it doesn't last for as long. Now we need to blast out this side of the ship and then take out the helm. So, when you're ready, flak, you're gonna aim at the shields. This is much easier than once it was. I much prefer having that flak 2 in our inventory. Much more powerful. There we go. Now they have no evasion either. These guys are just sitting ducks now. You're almost there, Fen. You'll hit max weapon skill in 5 hits. So close. Alright, let's power down this, power up the O2 so we don't suffocate for no good reason. And let's get ready to murder these guys. As soon as this flak fires, they should die. Unless there's a crazy twist of fate. There they go. Nice try, Auto Hacker. Goodbye. Ship breaks apart and we salvage what we can, getting a missile, drone part, and 34 scrap. The outpost hails us after the scout was destroyed, thanking us for the assistance, saying they've been harassed non-stop by those scouts. They offer us 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 63 more scrap on the house. I'll take it. Thank you kindly. Okay, so we're looking pretty solid here, guys. Looking pretty solid. Let's max out weapon control so a single point of weapon damage doesn't disable anything, maybe. On the other hand, we could almost max out everything else. We're definitely going for max helm, max doors. There's no point in getting max sensors, because the enemy flagship cheats anyway. We'll leave it like that for a jump. Can I make it over here? I can! Oh, perfect. We're going to let them get to the base, because it takes a little bit of time for them to destroy it. And then we will be able to get in there and give them a hard time. We have so much stuff now, too, which is great. The sheer scale of the destruction in the distance is almost breathtaking. Unfortunately, our position as an independent observer doesn't last for long. Ah, these guys are harmless. As a burst laser 1, 2 halberd beams. We have 4 shields. They can't hurt us. That's a really unusual thing. I don't think I've ever seen a ship this far in the late game that just can't hurt you. That's really weird. Alright, let's see if we can murder these guys without giving them a chance to go back home again. So we cloak right about now. And even if their teleporter is repaired, they'll be dead long before they can use it. Let's get our crew back over here and get ready to knock them over. So, we're going to fire at the shields, and then we're going to follow up with shots at the medbay. Never mind, all of our medbay shots missed. Alright, we're gonna get down there and murder the crew again, because that's what we're all about. But let's see if we can actually do it properly here. Flak the shields whenever you're ready, ship, and we'll get ready to get in there and destroy these guys. Flak 2 away. Charge laser, heavy laser, wrong system. But at least that'll make them easier to destroy. Probably should have anti-bio-beam those guys as well, but I wasn't thinking about that at the time. Let's kill this guy. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! There's no one in the helm! He's gonna be revived to the point where I can't hit him anymore, isn't he? There we go. Now we should be able to anti-bio-beam all 3 of these guys. Well, 2 of them anyway. That'll do. They're trying so hard to kill us. Goodbye there, sir. Alright, now this guy is doomed. Ping. You're dead. There isn't time to salvage the enemy ship, but our crew made off with a few materials. We gather ourselves 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 53 scrap, which I will happily take. That just about lets us power up everything I'm interested in, so I didn't really want that one. I probably should put that in there, but we're 3 scrap short, so I guess we'll do that next jump. But we have so much cash on hand, it is a glorious thing. So, now is when things might get crazy. The VSS Irregularity is about to jump into a modified flagship battle. We have seen a hint of what is to come back in the very first sector, but it's interesting to see what they're actually going to have on board. This could be real bad. Let's fight the base and see what happens. There are no repair stations left on the map either. They've all been taken over already. Hello, what is that monstrosity? Oh boy. This is it, the Rebel flagship. If we can destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There's no turning back. So, that's evil. Look at this thing. Holy cow. Alright, so they've got connected rooms. So we can't target out these systems individually. These are hull lasers, so if they aim at empty rooms, they do double damage. Otherwise, I think they're probably only 1 damage. This is a chain ion from the looks of it, which means it's going to be monstrously powerful after the first couple shots. This is some kind of nasty anti-bio beam, I think. And they have a breach missile there, as well as a cloak and hacking in the first round. That's insane! Oh, they hacked our cloak. Oh, our O2! Oh, no! Good thing we have a high-level O2, though, so we should be fine. That's a scary thing, though. Does this pierce our shields? It might. Also, if they have a full-level hack, that's going to drain the air out of this system, out of our ship completely every time they use it. That's a vicious thing. So we can board them and try and kill their crew, but they have a lot of crew, and there's no way we're going to be able to deal with them all that fast. Ooh, this is going to be a bad fight for us. We are not going to be able to handle this too well. I was hoping they would have some kind of the original setup so we'd be able to get in there and harass them quickly to chip away at their systems. This thing's at the ready. I don't even know if this is being blocked or not. It may still instantly kill our crew if it hits them. This thing says it's ready, but it hasn't fired yet. There it goes. Alright, so we're gonna cloak now. No taking chances here, thank you very much. Cloaking time. You're not hitting us with super missiles. I'd love to go in and do a boarding strategy right now, but I feel like that's a terrible idea. We're gonna try and take this out as oh, you jerks! I just get my flak 2 charged up and you cloak out of the way. I hate how that flak 2 charge is exactly wrong. And we just lost 2 levels of shields because that super ion. That actually damaged the system as well. I forgot about those things. That is an evil ion weapon. Our O2 is drained low. We're going to have to quickly regenerate that. Man, this ship is evil. We've lost our battery charge, so we've lost the extra power we had as well. Missile has been fired, I think. There it goes. Alright, dodge that sucker. Thank you. So we need to not fire the flak right away, because these guys are going to cloak as soon as we do. Gotta be ready for that. There they go. Alright, thankfully our cloak was powered up for the full length of time, so they haven't been charging their weapons the whole time. Losing O2 again, quite quickly, sadly. Let's fire the flak. That's a lot of good-looking hits. Fire weapons, anti-bio beam in here. Ooh, that does hit us through our shield. That is vicious. We don't have a med bay. We have no way to heal from this. If they hit us, we just die. I can board them to get the health back, but that is still crazy powerful. Okay, we are going to try and kill one of these crew, possibly two of these crew, by firing down straight this way and see if that works. Got one of them. Alright, it's better than nothing. Weapon skill leveled up, that's good. This is a nasty ship, holy cow. Now, like I said, we can go on suicide missions. I can actually, what I should be doing here, I don't know why I didn't do this yet, power up the teleporter, jump them into the cloak, and destroy that thing quickly here. We'll go for full 3 power, so it'll be back quickly. Send them in, power up the shields quickly. We need to have full O2 though as well. They missed us with a nasty super ion, that's good. Okay, they're fixing the shield, so now is a good time to do more damage if we can, but taking out this cloak will be a good thing for us as well, because then they won't be able to just dodge our flak as soon as it's charged every time. Here comes the super missile. Oh, it missed us naturally. Okay, good. I'm afraid of that thing. We're not going to be able to get rid of it until the actual ship is completely destroyed. But that thing scares me somewhat. Oh, okay. Are you going to cloak now? Flak's ready. You should be cloaking now. I'm just going to wait until after they cloak. I'm not risking it again. Thankfully, we've dodged a lot of these super ions. There goes the missile. Cloaking time. Oh, you took the damage there, Alex. That laser is vicious. Alright, let's fire on these guys. Let's quickly teleport our crew out. Get back on board the ship there, gents. You don't need to be there anymore. They can't repair their teleporter cloak, whatever this thing is. They can't repair their cloak anyway. I don't know why I didn't do that sooner. Let us smash them. I think we just want to try and focus them down still. They have medbots as well. I forgot about that. Alright, so now we're going to do this. Oh! I didn't quite get them. That's awful. We just missed the opportunity, but I should have a chance to kill these guys anyway, because we're getting through their shield. Oh, come on! That beam is evil. Just evil. Okay. We've almost got everything charged up. I might as well wait for the flak at this point, though, and try and kill as many as I can with an actual salvo here. They're going to be firing the missile again in a second. We've just drained more O2. We're not going to have the cloak ready for this one. Let's fire on them. And we're going to blast these guys. That is 3 dead crew. That's real good. Some of our crew... Oh, that's a hit. Oh! 4 damage and a stun, and that's just a breach missile. We can live through this, but that hurt real bad, Williams. Get in there and fix this right now. Also, we have no air. Oh! That almost insta-killed Fen, our Zoltan. 60 damage. That's vicious. Turn the O2 up. Open up some internal doors, so hopefully we can get some air in here before we all suffocate to a horrible death. Vivimord made it out, which is good. Let's get you guys out of there as well. Air is back in the systems. Charge laser. You're going to knock out that missile system. Or at least try. Flak, you're going to fire in there in a second. We just took more damage from this stinking super laser. Flak should kill them when it fires, and we can dodge if they fire anything else at us. Charge laser, you're almost ready to go for full power. I'll hold on a little bit longer. This should kill him. We got him. Okay. That beam is evil. Wow. Just as we finally gain the upper hand, they find a way to make an FTL jump. We have to keep up the assault. 1 fuel, 1 drone part, 20 scrap. Seriously, though, that beam is scary. Scary. So I can kill my crew, and that'll bring them back, and then they'll be at full health for the next battle, so they might not instantly die from these attacks, but then we lose a little bit of our skill in each thing. That still might be a good idea, though, because holy cow, that beam is vicious. Pierces all of our shields and just murders our team. I'm really not sure what our best course of action here is. Thankfully the hacking is gone now, so we don't need to keep our power on the O2 quite as much. But that was some nasty business. And we killed some of the crew, so they're not going to be able to repair quite as quickly anymore. That was some nasty business. We're going to murder our NG for sure, because they'll be able to come back, and they don't lose anything, really. Williams has no particular skills. Alex has a bunch of little skills, but nothing immediately relevant, like the repair skill, which is what he would need to have. So let's quickly suffocate Alex, and we'll bring them back with our clone bay, nice and quick. Who else do we want to give a medical asphyxiation to? We're going to medically asphyxiate... but Vivimord, you have such a long charge time weapon. You know what? Doesn't matter. We need to have you at full health, otherwise you'll be killed in the middle of battle, and we might not have time for all that, nor will we have the ability to easily move the power there. So we're going to be murdering a bunch of our crew here. These two are going to stay, because they're going to teleport probably first thing in the battle anyway. I'm going to kill Fen as well, which I don't like very much. But we're going to do it, because we got to get that, that healing going on. Vivimord, back down there. You lost... Oh, you weren't actually max weapon skill yet anyway. That's fine. Welcome back. Philip, what did you lose? You lost 3 dodges worth of evasion. Okay, that's not so bad. This is the one that's going to hurt, though. You lost... Oh, 11 blocks out of shield skill. That does suck, because they're not going to be able to give you much chance to repair that. Okay, well, we'll just have to deal with it. We got 67 scraps. Let's max out our O2 system, just so we've got it. Why not? The backup DNA bank is a nice thing to have for this, though. I don't have to worry too much about us all getting murdered and not being able to recover ever. So, I guess that it's time for us to chase these guys down. There's not much else for us to do, so let's keep after them and see if we can beat them. I have no idea what this next stage is going to involve, but I'm a little bit worried about the last one. Let's chase them down. I think they said drones for this wave. Yep. We chase down the flagship and discover it's heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans indicate it has redirected considerable power to its drones. Let's get ready to fight. Okay, so we are going to immediately board this. There's no reason not to. It's by itself. This is actually a much more powerful layout for us than the original layout was because of the way that it allows us to knock the drone system out and they cannot do anything about it. But their main weapons are certainly going to be dangerous to us. And they've immediately got a boarding drone on the way. We're just going to cloak here. It's not super efficient, but we should be able to knock this guy out before he breaches our ship, and that way we don't have to worry about him. However, I have no idea how these drones are arranged anymore, because he's still lit up. We've done a bunch of damage to the system, but he is still online, so he's probably still going to smash into us. Yeah, he is. Okay, that's not good. Let's close this door quickly. Let's turn up the O2 with our extra power. Actually, I'll just use some of them for the teleporter. I don't need all that. There we go. Keep the O2 high, so we should not have any O2 loss, even though we have a breach. We're going to hopefully turn this guy off right now. There we go. We need to kill him, though, before we can actually get in there and do anything about him. We're going to flak these guys. Fire the charge. Fire the heavy. We're going to zap these guys with the anti-bio beam. One is dead. That's good. The more we kill of the crew, the better, because it's going to slow down their ability to be invulnerable. They've got a lot of beam drones in here, but they have the potential to really hurt us as well. Thankfully, with high O2, we don't actually have to worry about the suffocation from this at all, which is real nice. This missile is going to be firing any second now, though, which is not going to be nice, especially if it hits something important. This is a scary battle. Like, really scary. Here it comes. We're not going to be able to dodge it. It's too fast firing. Oh, it hit us, too. What did it hit? It looks like it's going to hit the helm. No, it's fine. It hit our cloak. That's bad, but we can live with it. We'll send our NG in there to go repair quickly. Williams, go get in there. Our Mantis have almost finished destroying their drone control, so we'll get them back here pronto. Let's flak out the shields again, and this time we're going to focus fire onto the rocket launcher. And we are going to anti-bio beam in here again, though. There we go, that's some dead crew. We've also broken the missiles, so they can't fire those at us anymore. We need to power up the O2 so we don't suffocate in here while we try and do repairs and kill this guy off. Cloak is almost back online, so we'll be able to use that to dodge any firepower they want to throw at us during this upcoming battle. We should have more air now. I don't know why the air is not going back in there. There we go. So this should be fixed. There we go. Let's get some NGs in here to fix this breach quickly. Then we'll close the doors. We'll bring our Mantis back onto the ship. Teleport them back. Welcome back there, sirs. We are going to fire upon our enemies and make them regret ever coming to fight us. And I just flaked out their drone for some reason. Fire again, and this time we're going to anti-bio beam through these two. Didn't quite get him, but he's going to die in the fires now, I think. No, he made it out. The medbots saved him there, I think. Send crew back to stations. Close internal doors. There we go. Now I should be able to kill this guy. No, he's going to get way too much health back right now. Power surge is coming again. We can cloak that one nice and easy. Power up these suckers. There we go. Might as well max out the O2, because why not? They're all coming back into the same room, so what we're going to do is, we're going to go, like... Come on now. Like this. And we're going to anti-bio beam them. There we go. They've got one crew left, which is perfect in my books. He's got full health, which is fine by me, and we're gonna flak this stage to death. Perfect. Alright, that could not have gone much better either. We smashed him to tiny bits, we took a missile to the face, but they've only got one crew for the final stage, which means they're going to be real slow to repair anything. As we finally gain the upper hand, it finds a way to make an FTL jump, so we have to keep up the assault. We got 2 missiles, a drone part, and 21 scrap. Awesome. So, situation now. Final stage. We know they've probably got a Zoltan overshield. I'm pretty sure that's hard-coded in. Might be wrong, though. Then they're going to also have what I think is a stunning artillery blast. Instead of the normal super shots, they're going to be firing ones that stun our crew, which is going to be extra mean, but I'm not sure how that's going to work. They've told us they've got it. I have no idea what it actually does, though. So we're going to get ready to deal with that when it happens. Put power into various systems. Not quite enough to max out everything before we go kill them for the final step, but let's get in there and see how this randomized flagship fight goes. Well, that's something, alright. The game crashed. Alright guys, so it seems like the flagship randomizer is still a little bit buggy when working just with Advanced Edition. It sounds like they've done most of their bug fixing for Captain's Edition and Captain's Edition with Infinite Space. So it's not quite perfect. They're going to hopefully figure out what's going on here with our help soon. But we're going to keep trying here. We've done like 6 or 7 tries where it's crashed, but I had one try earlier where it got through when I wasn't actually ready to record, so I had to just immediately go back to the old data. Thankfully, every time it crashes the game, FTL automatically saves your last jump, so we're actually still right before we jumped here and crashed. So we're going to just head over to the flagship and hopefully it'll work this time. Oh, finally! There's no text here. I don't know what happened differently this time, but this was like 6 or 7 crashes in a row here before we actually got in. Oh, baby. Okay, so we are here with the Rebel flagship. They have their breach missile, hull lasers. Let's try and do something about this. Let's do this thing. So they've immediately mind-controlled our Zoltan, which isn't great, but we should be able to body block them. What level is this? That buffed them up by 30 health, so they're pretty powerful right now. That's unfortunate. They have a pretty high-level system in there. Okay, so let's take the power to the O2. I don't know if we have so much in there. Power up some other systems. Anti-Biobeam isn't super relevant right now. We're probably going to rush in there and murder the crew soon, because then we get free reign of the ship, and even though they get the auto repairs on, that shouldn't be a problem. But right now, we need to get rid of this Zoltan overshield, so we do actually want the anti-Biobeam on, because that'll help us tear through their defenses. Send our Zoltan in there to distract this guy. This isn't great, because he hurts pretty badly right now, since they have a probably maximum level system there. I should just have the charge laser on auto fire right now. Let us dodge that missile, so we don't take unnecessary damage. I'd rather not get hit by anything we can easily avoid. We have a bunch of power we don't need right now as well. Let's cloak that out, I guess. Alright, you need to get out of there, Alex, otherwise you're gonna get killed by something else. Let's get Williams in here to give us some additional support. There is a power surge coming, so I think we're just going to hide that out, and then we'll see what it was. This is what I believe is the stun power surge. I don't know for sure if that's what it is, but it sounded like it. And we're gonna fire a whole bunch of weapons at them here to hopefully take down their shields. Oh, you butts! They cloaked during the final stage now, too. Okay, so that's bad. We're gonna have to let the Zoltan go. I don't really want to let him destroy any of our shields, but we're running out of people who can slow him down. That mind control is vicious, and them having that super cloak is also pretty bad. Alright. So we gotta be worried about this now. That's an actual problem here. Auto fire, heavy laser, charge laser, go. Missile missed us. Oh, thank goodness. Little charge laser should chip down the rest of their defenses now, so we're going to immediately go for the boarding strategy here. We're going to jump into their cloak or mind control. Thing is, if they mind control a border, we're in so much trouble, but I think we just need to try and knock these systems out quickly so they can't do a whole lot to us. They're going to send a human to go try and stop us, but we should kill them real fast, so they should run away. There's a power surge incoming, which just means we're going to be cloaking it again. We're going to try and knock out their cloak, but I'm actually going to wait because they're probably going to cloak right about now. They've mind-controlled an NG in there. I don't care much about that. There was the cloak I was worried about before. We can take down some of the power bars of this thing, which should weaken the NG that's attacking us. There we go. Not sure quite how far we got it down, but it's definitely weakened. Our doors might take some damage, but I don't care about that, so we're just going to fire on the ship while we're on board. There we go. Your med bay's broken. Your mind control is broken. Not quite yet, anyway, but it will be. Now we have full reign of the ship, more or less. This is going to hurt, though, because this rocket can't be dodged easily. We're going to go destroy the rocket system next. Thankfully, it missed again. Now, this is what I believe is the stun wave. No, that's just a normal super artillery. It says something about having a super stunning system, but I don't know what that is in this case. I'm surprised this person hasn't gone to go fix the med bay. I guess they're just committing suicide now. Alright, we are going to cloak out here. The AI has taken control of the ship, which is kind of what I expected to happen, but it means our boarders can run around and damage it while we are here. And we should be able to knock out this helm here as well. There we go. Now they can't dodge us. Power surge is incoming, but we should be okay with our super evasion, although that additional damage isn't great. Unfortunately, now our boarding party is kind of stuck over there. Fire some more shots at this thing. Flak is ready. Let's go break down these other systems so they can't use them right away. There we go. Now we need to get our Mantis out of there soon. I should probably take down shields first, but I like disabling everything they've got so that the AI doesn't know what it wants to fix first. Okay. Well, this ship wasn't as dangerous as it sounded, because it still doesn't have that fancy pants, Mega Stunner or whatever that thing was. They are repairing pretty quickly now, though. That is true. As per the usual super flagship. We almost have our flak ready, though, so we are going to power up the backup battery here. Get out of dodge. Get out of there. We're also going to fire the flak, fire the charge laser, and fire the heavy laser all about the same time. And we cloak. There's a nice little bit of damage for us. There we go. Alright, mind control's worn off. We can fix our shields while we're cloaked. I should probably get an NG to go over there and help. Alrighty. And let's try and murder these guys while the AI still has control. Oh, there we go. Rebel flagship down. Whew. That was a bit of a mess. Thanks to the valiant effort of the VSS Irregularity and your successful crew, Vivamord, Philip, Atreyu, Alex, Aries, Fenn, Williams, and Schultz, and in memory of Mallet, who de-aged himself through time, the Rebels' flagship was destroyed, throwing their fleet into chaos and ensuring a Federation victory. Awesome. Let's take a look at our score and see how we did. 5,350 points. That is a pretty good score. That's going to permanently mess up my scores for the ship class that it is as well, I'm sure. Yeah. It's only slightly higher than our guillotine run, though, which is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Alrighty, well then. That was a really interesting adventure there, running around with the randomized player ships and the randomized flagship. I think something was wrong with that super stunner weapon, and that was what was crashing the game. Not quite sure why, but something was definitely wrong there. Which is disappointing, because I would have liked to see whatever that had to offer, because if they had the super mind control, the cloak, the mega artillery, and some kind of super stun weapon, that would have been real scary. But I think something happened with this particular time we tried to load it where that weapon just didn't load in, so it didn't crash. I'm not sure, though. Because it said it had some kind of fancy stunner, but it never seemed to actually have one. Either way, this was pretty interesting. If you were interested in trying these mods out for yourself, you can check them out in the links in the description below. We also, like I mentioned every episode so far, have been doing FTL on Twitch every Monday at 3 PM EST, and streaming other games Wednesdays and Fridays at 3 PM EST. And I would like to thank you all for your support with this series. There's been a lot of views here, like with all the FTL stuff we do, and just put in a little reminder that I do make other series as well, and if you haven't checked them out, it'd be cool if you could, because I definitely would appreciate this kind of support elsewhere as well, but I do understand that it's not quite how YouTube works. Either way, thank you for all your support. I look forward to seeing your comments in the description, or rather in the comment section below, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. So, this has been Vanguard of Valor playing some FTL Advanced Edition, and until next time, bye-bye. Want to kill them as quickly as we can. That's a lot of lasers they got there, though, so let's see if we can't do anything about that. Looks like we can't. Our lasers are decent, but they're not that good. So, when this thing charges fully, we're probably going to activate a cloak cycle here, so let's just fire our lasers first. Can we get all the way through? Yes, we can, so we're going to fire an anti-bio beam over here as well. And we cloak now. There we go. They want to run for cover, which is fine by me. They can't rescue their crew, which is also fine by me. Only one of them went into the medbay, which is also fine by me. Unfortunately, our attacks didn't get in to break the medbay, which is not fine by me. I kind of want these guys to not be alive. Thankfully, they are suffocating in the medbay now, which means they're all running around trying to fix things. There's nobody on the helm, which means we should have a good chance of having our shots hit them. Really? We missed even though there was nobody on the helm. That is some bad luck right there. Because it should be entirely feasible for us to get through here. We just can't seem to get the timing just right. Thankfully, they're not doing a good job of combining their attacks either, so the odds of us getting hit are pretty low. There we go, that's what we need. Now we do this. There we go. Fry their health again. We could get in there and fight them, but if we get another anti-bio beam in, if we can't hit the medbay, that'll kill him as well. There we go. That's what we came here for. Alright, anti-bio beam's not ready, but message from a nearby rebel station.
You have a lot of guts passing through our space. I'll give you that.
He turns, giving an order.
Kill their crew. I want that ship intact.
Alright, well they're boarding us. Hello, boarders. We're gonna deal with you the only way we know how, via murder. So, let's vent out this building. They've boarded us with more people, from the sounds of it. Unfortunately, in our cloak, we're gonna have to move you out of here. But that's fine by me, because they're gonna start suffocating in no time, and they're not gonna have much they can do about it. They're trying to get into our O2, which I'm not super fond of, but that's not gonna work out too well for them, because we can vent that room as well, faster than they can do anything about it. They've got a Vulcan, though. It's kind of a scary thing. Hopefully we can knock that offline quickly, otherwise this is going to be real painful, isn't it? Alright, missiles is fired. We're going to immediately cloak to stop them from hitting us with the Lido missile, but more importantly to slow down the charge on the Vulcan while we deal with some of these boarders. They don't have a clone bay, so we can just board them to death if it comes down to it. Can you fight them off in there, Nick Me? For now, anyway? Alright, get out. You've done enough. They should die of suffocation now. There we go. They've all suffocated to death. Close the doors. Power up the O2. Turbocharge the O2 so we heal ourselves nice and quick. Fire on their weapons. Did not get through, but we can fry some of their crew. At least one of their crew, anyway. And we're going to power up the boarding system so we can jump now into their ship and murder them the old-fashioned way, before they get a chance to do a whole lot else to us. I probably should not have put them in the weapon system, since I was planning on using that to attack them, but I guess I shouldn't complain too much. Let's get you back in there, Nick Me, and we'll send Alex in to help do the repairs. Vulcan's spinning up still, but not to the point where it's dangerous yet. Bomb blows up in our engines, which isn't great, and we get hit by another missile as a result. But basically all of the crew is dead now, so we should be able to kill these guys before anything else too bad happens. Unfortunately, Vulcan is but one shot away from super speed. Vulcan is at super speed. Thankfully, they're dead. Now the ship has been emptied of hostiles, we search it, finding a prisoner who offers to join our crew, getting 31 scrap, and Williams the Engie, who is trained in both the helm and the engines. Interesting. Well, I'm not too complainy about having more survivability with more Engie on our crew. So, let's go do some repairs here, and then we will go on our merry way. For the time being, I think I'm going to stick Williams into the doors instead of putting our Mantis in there, so they can be ready to go at a moment's notice, and we'll just leave these two in the teleporter. Now, if it does come down to getting rid of somebody, who do we get rid of? Fen is trained in weapons, so we'll probably get rid of Nick Me if it comes right down to it. I don't like having Zoltan in the weapons, though. Who else could I train in other skills? We could put Ares in the shields, get rid of... Who do we have? Vivimord is already shield trained, so having that shield training doesn't matter. The engine training for Ares.
Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to another episode of FTL's Advanced Edition. Here we are again with our Randomizers mod adventure. We have a randomized player ship. We're going to be fighting a randomized flagship at the end of this episode, and I am excited to get there because I have no idea what it's going to have in store for us, beyond the fact that we've been told what it's going to have in store for us. But that doesn't mean we're going to be ready for it when it happens. We've got a pretty decent crew here, pretty solid ship, all things considered. We have a ton of scrap to spend. We are in the Rebel stronghold, so we might get to fight that flagship more than once. So, let's see what happens. We're going to spend a bit of cash here before we go too much further, though. Power up our evasion to maximum level, so we're ready to dodge whatever they throw our way. We're going to hold on to the rest of our money for later, and let's get jumping. So, what do we find? We detect a Rebel scout on an attack approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, but they're not firing yet. Well, obviously, we intervene to defend. The Rebels respond to our threat. I don't know who you are, but no one defies the Rebel fleet. They move in to engage. Alright, humans. Come at me, bro. Alright, there are 2 humans on board our ship, but we're not going to let that stand. Let's get our crew ready to receive them in the teleporter bay, and open the doors. Open the doors, thank you. Now that they have no med bay, we can teleport in easily and murder the crew. Let's hop into weapons and kill this fine fellow. Goodbye there, sir. Now the rest of the crew might come to try and get us. Yeah, as the fire burns and they get weaker, they're going to abandon repairs on the med bay if they can't put it out fast enough. These guys are great shield trading for Fen here. There we go, there's a skill level up for Vivimord for combat skill. We're going to get in here before they fix the med bay so we can kill this guy without having to worry about it. We are going to cloak here just to make sure we're entirely safe from these guys. And there we go. With the crew dead, we quickly salvage what we can, getting 3 fuel, a missile, and 72 scrap, which turns into 79. And the outpost hails us. Those pompous bastards expected free service just because they defeated the Federation. Take this for the help, giving us 4 fuel and 54 more scrap, which turns into 59 more scrap. Some people say scrap recovery arms never pay for themselves. That one just gave us like 12 or 13 scrap on its own, which means they pay for themselves pretty quickly, actually. Especially in the late sectors. Early game, they're not always a great buy if you need your money for anything else, but in the late game, they come through quickly. Buy ourselves some more power to max out our engine defenses for the time being. Up to 51% evasion's real nice. And let's keep jumping around here. We got a whole lot of space to explore still. Let's see. I want to go this way. We'll probably work our way over here like this. We receive a